So now that we understand that the slope is 125, meaning how much I'm going to pay for every song, X, let's read the answer choices and figure out what the answer choices are telling us. Well, it says here that the slope is the cost of each song. No, that's what it should have said. It actually says the y-intercept is the cost of each song. Well, that doesn't make sense. M is 125. That's the cost of each song, not 6. Answer choice B. The y-intercept of the graph represents the cost of joining the cost of joining the music club. The y-intercept should be what? 6. Is that the cost of joining the club? I'm not really sure. Well, if this equation is used to find the cost of joining, and $1.25 is how much you pay for every song you buy once you become a member of that club, then 6 is the setup fee. Oh, that's what I have to pay just to become a member. So B would be correct. It just means that you haven't bought any songs. And if you have not bought songs, we know that the X represents, sorry about that, X represents songs. My time is up. I'll try to talk through the through the passing period, I'm sorry. X represents songs. Then the Y would be the cost. And it says here, the function is going to be used to find what? Cost. So I can put Y, the function, in an ordered pair. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is, and say it correctly, I'm sorry if I'm confusing you, that's what happens when we rush. Let me take my time. I want the Y of the ordered pair to reflect cost. Does that make sense? Awesome sauce. Moving on. C. The slope is the total number of songs, so the slope is X. No, the total number of songs is X. The slope is the cost, so that doesn't make sense. Let's read D. The slope is the graph that represents the number of songs that each member buys. No, the slope is the cost per song. Be careful, just because you see the word each, every A and per, doesn't mean it's talking about the slope for that problem. This problem is not measuring the number of songs and how many members. This problem is measuring the cost and the number of songs that you buy. Now, real quick, let's try to get 8 and 9 done because someone is at the door waiting for me to let them in. The y-intercept is 0, 5. That's B. The 0, the x-intercept is 1. Right here where it crosses the x-axis, so 1, 0. This is a point on the graph, not the y-intercept, not the 0, not the slope. It's a point. And to find the point, you just move vertically and horizontally like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 5 goes at the top of my fraction. And then move over 1. And that 1 goes at the bottom of my fraction. So my slope is negative 5. And you know that it's the slope because when you move from point to point, you get the same rise and run, the same change. So do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right, 1. Excuse me. Now, what is this? This is point slope. How do I do that? I take the M, plug it in front of the parentheses. I take a point and plug it in. So 2 would go here because 2 is positive and the formula comes with a negative. Just leave it minus 2. But the y value is negative. And because the problem comes with a minus sign, you're going to have to change this to a plus sign. And so this would be the final point slope form. To write this, to write an equation in slope-intercept form for this problem, just plug in m and b. So m is -5. The y-intercept is 5. And number 9. Quick. The x-intercept, is it -2? No. The x-intercept is 3. And there it is right there because 0 means x-intercept. The y-intercept is what? -2. Is that true? Yes, it is. Right there. Is the slope 3/2? No. The slope is 2 for the numerator, 3 for the denominator. Remember, however you change for the y goes on top. That's the vertical movement right there. And then how you change for the run goes at the bottom. So don't switch them. This would be incorrect.